Hi, in a previous video, I talked about reverse T3, and our friend here is asking, how do we know if you're converting too much of your hormone into reverse T3? Well, first, let me explain what those hormones are and then answer this question. So our thyroid makes a hormone that we call commonly T4. That's thyroxine. The medication most of us take is levothyroxine, a synthetic form of that T4. It's called T4 because it has 4 iodines attached to it. But that hormone can't actually be used by your body. It has to be converted to T3, which is triiodothyronine, or the synthetic version is liothyronine. Some of you may be taking it as cytomel. So that is a hormone which has 3 iodines. But what's important is it can't just chop off any of those iodines. It has to chop off one particular one to make a functional hormone. And that conversion from T4 to T3, that deiodination, cutting off of 1 iodine, takes place in your liver, your kidneys, and in the actual tissues that need it. Every cell in your body, except for your brain cells, can convert from T4 to T3. However, there are times when the body will actually chop off the wrong or a different iodine, and you get what we call reverse T3. It's not always a mistake. Sometimes it's done if your body's under a lot of stress, like if you've been doing a lot of low-calorie dieting and high-intensity exercise that eat less and move more. That can cause your body to go into sort of a panic state and actually try to slow down your metabolism in order to preserve resources. And instead of converting from T4 to T3, you will convert from T4 to reverse T3. That is a useless form. It's a way that your body is basically dumping hormone, and you will feel terrible even when you're taking enough medication. Another thing is you can often see if you are taking too much medication, if your body is like, do not give me any more T4 medication, if your reverse T3 number goes up. So what is a healthy range? Well, different labs have different numbers. But for example, usually the upper range for reverse T3 is like 21 ng per ml, at least in my lab. I'd want to see that, not like, 20 is fine. No, I'd like to see it under 18. So I know the body always converts some because it's sometimes has too much and needs to dump a little bit. But if it starts getting up there, it means that it's either converting too much hormone to reverse T3, or you're taking too much medication. You're taking too much T4, so the body's trying to dump it. So then how do we also know, talking about the optimal T4 and T3 ranges? First of all, we want to look at free T4 and free T3. That's the amount that's actually available to circulate in the bloodstream to be used by the body. 97% of it is bound in proteins, and that's not useful. That's why the total measurement isn't useful. And we want that T4 and T3 to be in the kind of upper third of the range. So you look at that lab range and like divide into 3 and make sure you're in that upper third, because you want to make sure your body has reserves. Not like, I'm barely making enough. No, you want to be in the upper end so you have reserves. Like you don't want to empty the refrigerator every day and then have to go out and shop. No, you want to have something that your body can have that extra hormone. So I hope that answers your question about T3, T4, and reverse T3. And if you want to know more, check out my other videos, like and follow.